I'm Deepak Chopra, and I'm in South Korea in Seoul with my friend Professor Menas Kafatos, who is the Fletcher Jones Professor of Computational Physics at Chapman University, and we're doing a tour in Korea. Since we're hanging out together, I thought we'd do a series of videos for our YouTube channel on various topics. So we're going to start with the first one. And the first topic today is, what is the source of the universe? What is the source of the universe? So I'm going to say a few things, and then I'm going to see where Menas can expand on that and perhaps explain it from his point of view. Menas, these days, there's actually a bunch of books that say that the universe, which is everything in the universe, comes from nothing. So, of course, when you say nothing, then you say, what is this nothing? Is it an empty void, or is it the potential for everything? And the more I've thought about it, the more I've read what other people are saying, it becomes clear that this nothing is a field of possibilities. But it's a non-material field of possibilities, possibly even a superposition of possibilities, where the raw materials of the physical universe and the mental universe are all contained as potential in quantum entanglement. But to make it very simple for our viewers, is this a field, a non-material field, that is outside of space-time, and or not in space-time, and is it a field of awareness, this possibility field? What is your opinion on this?
I'll give you the standard answer from quantum field theory, which actually gets us closer to the question, the real question you're asking. And indeed, you said, well, it comes out of nothingness. In the quantum field theory, the nothingness is the vacuum.
The quantum vacuum?
The quantum vacuum, exactly. And the quantum vacuum, as you said it quite correctly, is the field of potentialities described by mathematical expression. That's really not important. But it is nothingness and actually contains everything. This is standard quantum field theory.
And it's non-material, right?
It's non-material. Actually, the material aspects pop in and out continuously and in a sea of what's called virtual particles, which really don't exist except in the vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually comes quite close to the question that you're asking. Is it potentiality? Yes, it is an infinite field of potentialities.
So let me ask you the next question. This field is transcendent or prior to space-time. So even though we're using the word field, it's spaceless in that it doesn't occupy space, and it's timeless in that it's eternal, and it doesn't have any dimensionality at all.
That's correct. Space and time themselves come out
from that.
Mm-hmm. And whereas standard classical physics, such as we want to call that, takes space and time as a fixed background,
mm-hmm.
Now we know that in fact it is not fixed, and it itself arises.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed it is prior to, but of course if there's no time, there's the very minute they were prior. It also
it's timeless, though.
It's timeless.
You can say it's timeless. It's spaceless also.
It's timeless and spaceless because the three dimensions of space and the one dimension of time, yes. So it's beyond, but it is in the vacuum.
Okay.
And of course, the vacuum of quantum physics is where all the action is.
Okay, so now let's just take that a little further. The universe we're in right now, is it emerging at this moment from the quantum vacuum?
It's emerging all the time.
And disappearing.
In fact, one of the issues is how does it come out, and how come this universe does not collapse back into nothingness?
Perhaps it does at the micro level, right?
In physics, we have we know about the Big Bang. We talk about the Big Bang. In fact, the Big Bang takes place all the time under our eyes at the so-called Planck length.
So at the so-called Planck length, which is 10 to the power of minus
3 centimeters.
30 centimeters, the universe is appearing and disappearing at what, the speed of light?
Indeed, at the speed of light, at a very small fraction of a second, appears and disappears, and in what is known as the quantum foam.
Okay.
Space and time is not fixed; it's a foamy substance.
So I think I just want to ask one more question before we move to the next topic.
Yes.
Since the universe looks the same every time it re-emerges from the quantum foam or the quantum vacuum.
That's a big mystery.
Okay, but since it looks, could we say that the quantum vacuum or this nothing has an organizing power that kind of creates this universe, or at least is born as this universe?
I believe that it's very much the way you're saying. Of course, there's nothing in physics per se, that would give that intentionality, because we're talking about intentionality. What keeps the appearance of the universe the same over and over again? It has to be something else that organizes it. And that is actually a deep problem in physics.
Are you open to the idea that this field is awareness, or at least is aware of itself?
In my view, and I believe your view, nothing else makes sense, because if it's not self-aware and doesn't have that intentionality, or if you like guidance, if it's not self-guided or self-manifesting, then it's just pure randomness, and randomness by itself doesn't really give you order.
Okay, so we'll conclude this first video of ours by coming to certain conclusions. The source of the universe is a field of nothing. By nothing we mean no thing. It is dimensionless, timeless, spaceless, massless.
Correct.
It is the source of all the energy and matter of the universe, and it may have organizing power, because from this appears a universe that seems pretty organized, and finally it could even be a field of awareness that's aware of itself.
Correct.
Okay, thanks Menas.
Thank you.
That's our first conversation. More to come.